Hi, my name is Natalie, welcome to Fitfully Vintage. Today I'm going to be showing you a whole week's worth of vintage hairstyles, from setting on a Sunday night to something else on a Saturday night. It's a little bit random because everyone's set is different, but there are definitely some styles that I will show you that will help protect your curls while still keeping you looking fabulous every single day. Don't forget to subscribe to Fitfully Vintage for regular updates. Hit the notification bell if you haven't already, because I don't want you missing out. Also, I know you're super busy and re-watching videos sometimes takes time. I've actually created a resource for every video and I can send you that so you can peruse at your leisure. You just need to click that link underneath this video. Yeah, enjoy the video.
So this is the product of Sunday night's wet set. I did a bendy roller set and just covered it in a chiffon scarf to keep it safe while I was sleeping. I've rolled maybe 11 or 12 bendy rollers, all rolled under and towards my face. There are 3 at the top rolled down towards kind of my face really, and the rest are rolled under. You can see that they're not rolled tight to my scalp. There's a little bit of looseness at the top there. That's because I'm going for a 1940s look as opposed to a 1950s, more voluminous look. Look, sometimes the white bits get a bit caught up and it's a bit tricky to get them out, but you just need to persevere and stay very calm on a Monday morning. Once you've got all of these little things out, you're going to want to rake through with your fingers, separating your curls. Sometimes, whether you've used gel or setting lotion, the ends can get a little bit stuck, and you'll see throughout this video the ends get a little bit stuck every day almost. And when I mean stuck, I just mean kind of knotted together. So just rake through, and then you're going to want to use a brush. I'm using a Denman brush, but you can use any kind of brush without bobbles on the tines. As long as you don't have bobbles on the tines, you should be good. These Denman brushes though are not sponsored, but they are pretty good. I'm pulling down on my hair whilst I'm brushing through, under and against my hand, to create a 40s look as opposed to a 50s curl fluff, and it's working pretty well. I was really happy with this side. Not so much the other side, but this side really good. So you're just brushing through against your hand and under as you go. Now the other side, well, this section worked quite nicely actually. It's the front section that doesn't go so well for me, and you'll see why in a second. And you can see, so lovely all around the back there, very nice. Pulling, you've got to keep tension on your hair if you want this 1940s look. And it gets rid of the frizz quite quickly. Now onto the front section. Now these 3 rollers were, I'm just tucking a bit behind my ear because I'm going to put a flower there later, and then just brushing under the side. Sorry if you can hear my dog snoring. She's sleeping behind me. So the front section, this was 3 rollers all facing towards my head and rolled under. You can see again I'm working on the ends there to try and brush them through. Now I get a really lovely wave going on in this front section after only a couple of brushes, if you look. So look at that, so beautiful. It doesn't work out quite so well here, but I want you to know that this, I didn't want to refilm until it was perfect. I wanted just to show you what happens on the daily. I mean, don't get me wrong, sometimes you can brush your hair out just like this and you'll end up looking like Jessica Rabbit straight away. Perfect. But sometimes it doesn't go as you would want it to. And I just want to let you know that that's okay. If you've taken most of these steps in the video that I've shown you, your hair is going to look beautiful. You're going to look very pin-up, very vintage and lovely. I think we are our own worst enemies in terms of picking at what we look like. I'm just putting a nice autumnal flower there on the side, sunflowers and berries, and that's it. Pretty. So Tuesday, believe me, I could easily go to work with my hair up like this, and I have done many times, but actually I didn't touch my hair very much on Monday, and as soon as I got home I put it up into a loose high ponytail and it stayed really curly. So today I'm going to separate the front. That's a square or U-ish shaped section at the front of my head down to each corner of my forehead. I'm just going to kind of clip that away for the moment while I work on the sides. I'm going to create 2 victory rolls on either side of my head. That's from the front section, back of the front section, down to just behind my ear on each side. Okay, so you brush through the section. You might want to tease the back if your hair lacks volume. At the moment mine doesn't, it's quite frizzy, so I don't need to tease, but you may well find a little bit of teasing will help you. Flip over the ends of your hair into a loop and then roll the loop down You can pinch the swirl and continue to roll towards your head and then pin when you get to your head. These victory rolls aren't going to be showing particularly, they're more there for volume rather than the swirl as such. So don't worry if they're not perfect. These ones are not perfect. I'm going to link to a video showing you 6 different ways to roll victory rolls. If you are having problems with doing yours, there's plenty of ways that you can do them. Check that video out there and you should be absolutely fine. I'm just repeating those stages on the other side of my head, using a little bit of Elnet there to smooth the sides. Again, don't worry if these aren't perfect. They're not going to be visible. They're going to be covered by the curl fluff at the top. You just need the volume at the sides. So whatever you can do is absolutely fine here. It doesn't even matter if you kind of go across the swirls with your bobby pins and they're visible, because the whole thing isn't really going to be visible. Then you've got to remind your hair that it's curly in this front section. So take it section by section, give it a little twist. This is a great place to start using a light water-based pomade, maybe like Suavecita or something like that. I don't have any at the moment, so I'm going without, but that really does tame and calm fizz and help remind your hair that it was at one point curly. So you just twist with your finger and then concertina your curls up toward your head and bobby pin them to your head. And keep going until that whole section is full of concertinaed little curls. Some of your curls may well have fallen out by now. In that case, you can do standing pin curls with a bobby pin securing them, and that will look just as pretty. I mean, don't forget that if you've had a rainy Monday or for some reason your hair is not curly or plain ball, you can use a curly bun cover to squeeze in between your victory rolls here as like a little mock poodle. I've got a full poodle hair piece that I love to use when I'm doing a whole kind of poodle, but it's a little bit big for this half poodle, but I know you can get curly bun covers which would definitely be suitable. So if your hair's not playing ball, then have a go at maybe a little added on hair piece. Now I love my half moon fringe, but sometimes for some vintage styles it really doesn't work that well. Luckily here it's still got a little bit of a curl in it. Oh my gosh, look at this, look at my eyes. What? But I managed to roll my fringe and just make it look like a little curl. A little accessory tops it off. I think this is really very cute. Yeah, very pleased with this one. So on to Wednesday now. Again, we've got what looks like 2 cinnamon rolls in place of victory rolls. Here, I don't know what was wrong with my hands this week, but victory rolls just weren't on the cards. We're going to use a bun donut cut into just over a quarter, and I'm going to wrap the front section of my hair around it, but not fully. You can see under my left hand to your right there is the ends of that front section of hair. Now, much as we did with the half poodle, we're going to remind the hair that it should be curly at this point, even though it's very much not so curly. And we're going to concertina it towards our face. First of all, I'm just going to pin the hair at the side of the bun donut to make sure it doesn't slip out. And also use vertical bobby pins up against my hairline underneath the bun donut to stop it moving. At this point, these parts of my hair just weren't very curly, so I had to just make do, squish them towards my head and pin. Don't worry about this bit, I do see it and tuck it in, horrible bit of frizz. Again, Suavecita here would help greatly. I'm just putting it out there that I'm not sponsored by Suavecita at all. I just had one pot once and it was very, very good. Right, on to Thursday. As you can see, my hair has dropped the curl an awful lot, but there's still a nice wave to the side, so I'm going to utilise that and just do something with the front. So I'm sectioning off the front section from my hairline back to just above my ear, and the same on the other side. And I'm going to roll this section away from my face using my fingers. Just do what you see on the screen, I can't describe it. Wrapping it around 2 of my fingers and then turning my fingers back towards my head. This creates a tight roll, and you can then slide bobby pins up against your fingers and it holds the roll very, very securely. Just gives a little bit of swooshy volume to the front. Very pretty. The tail of it I like to pin back because I feel it kind of ruins the look, just so you can focus on that swirl. Ton of hairspray. And that's it for today. Just smoothing out the front with my Denman, or you can use a back combing brush and then smoothing out the waves to the side. Very nice. Why do I say that? So conceited. It's a nice style, and again some pretty roses to match my blouse. Friday. Back combing the front section. All the way from root to ends, concentrating on the roots more than the ends. The hairspray I'm using to do this is Elnet, and it's one that I've used for a very long time. I am, however, not going to be using this after the bottle finishes because unfortunately L'Oreal test on animals, which I was very disappointed to find out about. If you have any recommendations for cruelty-free hairspray that brushes out as Elnet does, then please let me know in the comment section down below because I would love your suggestions. Just making a barrel roll with this front section today, so that's teasing and rolling around my fingers and just pinning at my hairline. Very simple. If your hair is not playing ball, again you can use a bun donut to wrap your hair around, which also is incredibly secure then. If you have a bun donut, you do not have to worry about your hair for the rest of the day. The sides I'm taking back nice and tightly and twisting and pinning, and then clipping in some flowers. Very simple, do this one, but very effective. Saturday, a side parting, and I'm twisting away from my face along my hairline, incorporating hair as I go, and I'll be doing this right the way down to my ear and beyond. So once you get down to your ear, you're probably going to have to change your arm position. Flip your hair back like that, and then you can continue to roll to the center of your head. It's very likely that by Saturday the majority of your curls are going to have fallen out and you're going to want to wear your hair up. Insert your bobby pins in the twist vertically, not horizontally across them, because you really don't want to see them. Although look at this. Oh, totally visible. Never mind. And I always like to put one near the top by my fringe as well, because my fringe kind of makes the twist quite loose. If you have longer hair, you can pull on these twists to make them voluminous, and they will replicate the volume of almost like a victory roll. Again, very 1940s. I'm just completing on the other side and then putting the rest of my hair into a ponytail. Luckily this frizz brushes out. If your hair really isn't nice at this point, you can put it into a low bun. You can use a bun donut to help you form the bun, or you can make a rope braid bun. That would look very pretty. And luckily mine kind of brushes out quite nicely. And then just again some flowers to accessorize, and that's it.
Thanks so much for watching. I really hope that you liked the video. Don't forget to check out all the resources down below for more help with your vintage hairstyling. Thank you very much again. Take care. Bye.